What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. Let's go ahead, jump straight into it. All right, so today's topic, a very, very big deal. I don't want to jinx the situation because nothing has been finalized, but the biggest deal that I've ever made in this hobby is about to go down, or I hope is about to go down. And five sword and shield alt arts that I was talking about recently. I did talk the talk and walk the walk. I picked up these same alt arts I wanted to share with you guys, so we'll go over that. But it's just kind of crazy thinking that I'm about to let go of all this stuff that I stockpiled 2 years or less. So, all right, here's the full story, guys, and bear with me, okay? Now, I kind of do a video. This is going to be a two-part video. I did a video last night. That's going to be kind of last night, me processing my thoughts, kind of getting a last look at my my sealed case collection in the garage, and just kind of saying like, well, it was good. It was good while it lasted, and it was a cool experiment, and now I can talk about that and what I've learned from this whole situation. So bear with me, guys, because it's going to be a long one. So 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I overheard, well, maybe it was a week ago, I overheard in the shop saying that they were buying a collection. I mean, I made a video, I mentioned it in the video. The shop was buying a collection for $100,000 and they were giving 90%, so they bought the collection for 90 grand. And I couldn't help but keep thinking about like, that didn't seem like it was a crazy amount of product. So, I thought, well, what's my modern seal product collection looking like? Like, what's the inventory looking like? What's the value like? And I started looking at stuff. And then I thought, you know what? This is the best market to sell in. I've been talking about selling, and I'm trying to right now practice what I preach, which has been buying slabs, which I've done here. I'm going to show you guys a couple slabs that I just picked up that I think are ridiculous value. And also getting rid of all my seal product in this market. Getting seal product is harder than ever. I don't think things are ever going to be easier again doing that, but people will open this product, they will chase the hits, and they will sell the hits because they want to cash out on it. And collectors will always have a chance to buy the chase cards. So that's going to be a new focus of mine, is going after the chase cards, getting the best possible grades I can in the chase cards. That being said, I think it's fair to say that I'm going to go after all of my favorite alt arts, but I will be selling all of my sealed product. Eventually, all of it. Other than my theme deck collection. Yeah, you guys, you already knew that though, that I was never going to sell my beloved theme deck collection. So we're keeping all the slabs. For now, I'm definitely going to keep my vintage binders. I've joked about selling that to a couple friends, but I'm not really going to get rid of my vintage binders. Those are too nostalgic and honestly probably not even worth as much as I think. But anyways, I'm going to keep all of those binders, I'll keep the theme decks, but I'll be selling most everything. So I sent them my whole inventory. I said that I wanted to get everything sold as a whole. And who is them? My local shop, okay? So I sent everything, and I have the text and everything. I'm not going to put that into the video because I don't want to jinx the situation. But I did want to share it with you guys because it is fantastic. And honestly, I care more about this situation more than I do anything else that's going on in the hobby right now. But there may be some other things that we can touch base on. I have a list over here of topics that I do want to touch base on, which is another thing. I'm trying to be more organized with the channel and actually have my ducks in a row, so to speak. So anyways, I sent them my whole inventory. Then they were like, well, we're not looking for everything. We're only looking for specific things. And I was like, oh, crap. Here we go. They're going to want all of my Evolving Skies. They're going to want Brilliant Stars, Lost Origins, Silver Tempest, the Battle Styles, of course. That's sold out now. They're going to want that. I was completely wrong. So first there was just a disconnect. And then we took a day kind of apart. And then I kind of said, well, I'm still interested in hearing what you guys are looking for. So just let me know what you are looking for. Like, okay, I'll bend a little bit. I'll bring you guys just what you specifically want. I'm interested in hearing it at this point. And I still am trying to do a lump deal. So I'm thinking like a lump sum, like wholesale deal. So like a large quantity all at once. So, and just get a check written out or PayPal, whatever. But I was trying to do one big move. So I was real adamant about getting it all gone at the same time. Because it's hard to piece things out, right? And like let go of one box over another. It's like, well, of course I want to keep my Evolving Skies boxes. Well, I got to have one of each of the sets. Well, I got to have at least one, which means I can't, if I only have one case of a certain set, I got to open that up and I got to take at least one box out to keep. So like there was that dilemma. And so I just thought, dude, just don't deal with any of that. Just let it all go. The only thing I was not going to let go was all of the booster boxes that are on my shelf right now, which is like basically one of each of the great sets from Sword and Shield. I think there's Obsidian Flames on the shelf right now too, which is kind of weird. Yeah, keep a couple of those. And then I think I did have one of each of the sets still in single booster boxes that were going to be not a part of this deal. But I wanted to get everything gone in one deal, right? That was the move. Anyways, I was shocked by the response that I got back. They responded back, I think it was like 3-4 hours, not even that long. I thought this would be like several days in the making of making a deal like this come true. And they got back and they were like, we're willing to give you 92%, but we only want Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes and cases. That's all we want. And it just blew my mind, guys. I was like, are you kidding me? You don't want any of the Sword and Shield product. You only want Scarlet, Violet. And that just absolutely blew my mind. And I just, ever since, I've been processing, like, how excited I am. Like, oh my God, like, we're going to have all of the money up front to make a down payment on another house. We can rent this house out. I still have a lot of my collection. Anyways. I haven't even gotten to the other details, but I'm sure and this is going to be a little redundant. You're going to hear me talk about some of this stuff probably in the next video, but I'm going to try and talk about some stuff maybe I didn't mention. So they only want the Scarlet and Violet, which means I get to keep all of the Sword and Shield stuff, which means all of my Evolving Skies still sitting collecting dust, which is amazing, right? That's the goal. Like, I would rather get rid of all the Scarlet and Violet stuff. But then today I got kind of thinking, and this is kind of the other side of the argument, that this stuff may just keep going up in value. And I got thinking, we have if I'm right on this, it might be in a different set, but I believe the Scarlet Violet base set Drowsy illustration rare is now like a $500 to $700 card and a PSA 10. That's in Scarlet and Violet base, which I have like 9 cases of, right? Or something like that. You guys, I sent the list in my Discord. But anyways, I was trying to get an idea from everybody, and everybody seems to think selling is a good move. But the reason that I'm pushing for 95% over 92% is because honestly, everything could explode. Everything could explode even further than it already has, just because of the environment right now and the fact that we still have two big sets coming out that we haven't gotten yet here. And, things could get crazy, and I might be saying, oh my God, if I would have just waited another 2 months before I sold all that sealed product. So I think it's in their best interest to honestly, I don't know where that came from, to act on this deal. I think it's in their best interest to act on this deal, honestly, guys. I don't feel like I should feel pressured to sell anything right now. And they're being super nice about it. Devin is the owner of the shop. He's super, super nice about it. I will unveil all the details of the shop and their location and how much I appreciate them if things get finalized. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here. I'm really excited, guys. I wanted to share it with you guys. It is basically $29,000. Basically would be 92% market. I think my lot of boxes and cases, I didn't even do the math. This is all his math, and I'm just trusting it, right? And I looked at my purchase history, and guys, it was a different time. It was a different time, man. Just a couple months ago, you could buy cases for $600, right? $650. Okay, let me correct that. $650, $675. It doesn't matter. If I'm being offered $1,100, $1,200 a case, right, then my profit's 100%, guys. It doesn't make any sense to hold on and be greedy from here, right? Especially when we're still in the reprint window. No one can tell me they know everything about this hobby. I don't even care if you have distribution. No one knows everything about this hobby. Constantly people get surprised and shocked even the people that are the most well connected to it. So we just don't know what can happen right now, and market could go up, market could go down. Either way, I think I'll be making a good decision, but you guys can probably tell I'm very, very conflicted about it, because it's not like I'm sentimental or like, oh, I put all this money and time into it. One, the money is all there. Makes sense. Like, right, one of the comments was like, take the emotion out of it. If you take the emotion out of it, this is a no-brainer deal. Even at 90%, it's a no-brainer. 92%, sorry, it's a no-brainer deal. That money would definitely immediately kind of change and upgrade our quality of living. Just the interest that it would be added to my savings right now would be huge for us. Not only that, I still have the Sword and Shield. Not only that, I still have my slabs and the other stuff. And I'm grading a ton of stuff. I got a stack right here. Something's got to pay for all this grading so I can make money doing that too. Because this adds up, right? You send a ton of cards off to get graded, it adds up really, really quick. But and a lot of it's for the PC, so I know that I have to. That's going to come out of pocket, because a lot of it isn't going to be sold because it's going into my personal collection. This is the route that I'm taking right now because I think it's the safer move to be in right now. If sealed product comes down in value again, that'll be something that I would be interested in buying back into. But right now, it's too bubbly. Everything is too expensive for me to even dip my feet in. So I might as well just stay out of that water, stay out of that lake, stay out of that ocean. The ocean of sealed product. I think I'm done there. It was cool, it was fun, but it was more fun when you could get in at a reasonable price and things just made sense. They made sense, and even then they didn't quite make sense, but we were convinced that it made sense. I think the whole narrative of investing in sealed products has worked so well. It really has up until now. I've always been critical about it. I've always been open about the fact that I'm critical about investing in sealed product. But I did it myself, one, so that I could test out. Two, everyone laughed at me about battle styles. So honestly, that was a perfect example of me testing it out and trying something different. And basically, it didn't work. It was an experiment. It didn't work. Now it's working out. But initially, it did not work. So there were definitely failed attempts in sealed investing, and then the storage and all that. I'll probably talk about that in this other video, but there's just too many. I feel like there's too many cons with sealed product. And here's the other thing. I don't even know if I mentioned this in the other video that you guys are about to be tuned in on, but I like the idea that it's not just being sold to another person that's going to flip it onto the market. And you know what? The LGSs are going to flip it onto the market too. But at least it's being sold to an LGS where other people can get to enjoy it, where everybody gets to see the collection. So I felt really, really good about that. I felt like, dude, you have a chance to really buck up as an adult. Take this money. You still have a lot of product worth a lot of money. You can let that stuff ride. You've got your graded stuff coming in. You get the best of both worlds right now, Ryan. So I really feel like this would be the best decision for our family right now. But that other side of me, which this video definitely speaks to, is nope, I'm going to regret this. There's so many potential pulls you could have out of a case of Scarlet and Violet, out of a case of Paldea Evolved. With all of these card prices rising, the Magikarp, the Drowsy, Obsidian Flames with the Scizor, that illustration's going nuts, the Houndour, the Houndoom, so many cool Heracross, Tropius, literally the list goes on and on and on with amazing illustration rares from Scarlet and Violet. It's no wonder that they would want it. And there is that part of me that's I know for a fact that this is going to be worth a lot more in the next year, right? The next 6 months, I can't tell. I really can't. I feel like we're kind of at a market peak right now and stuff needs to cool down. And another thing is that I will mention in this video is people are upset. Believe you me, people are upset. They do not like the fact that stuff is expensive and difficult to get right now. And everybody is crying about it, right? You can call it whining or crying, whatever it is. These are real problems that a lot of the community is having getting a hold of stuff. And it's depressing. And people are getting, believe this, people are getting so frustrated. They're like, yo, I'm done. I'm done with you, Pokemon. I'm done. I'm out. This is getting ridiculous. And I get it. I think it's valid. I think there's a lot of bullcrap going on right now. PSA is slow. Everything is overpriced right now. Sealed is overpriced right now. Nothing is easy to get. It's tough out here. It is tough out here. Anyways, yeah, let's clip you guys into this next portion where I kind of go over like my goodbyes, because this could be the last video that I make where I still have this sealed collection. Now, I'm not saying this is 100% a thing, but I have the texts and proof where I got the offer, and it's like, yeah, just let us know we'd be interested in taking all of that stuff for that price. So, you know, me, if someone gives me their word on something, I take that as law. That is you giving me your word on something. Now, they can go back on it. That's fine. It would speak a lot about how the business is run. And I don't think that's going to be the case. I just think they're probably not going to want to do the 95%. They're probably going to be like, nope, we're firm at 92%. This market's already bubbly. Like, they themselves must know that this market is a risk to buy into, I think, right now. Especially paying that close to market, not giving yourself much barrier for falling. Now, as a big card shop that's well known, that has a really good community following, they have a lot of customers, right? A lot of people to serve, a lot of plates to fill. So I do think that this would be the perfect opportunity for them, and I think that they would be getting the better end of the deal out of this. I want to know, lastly, and then I'll let you guys go. I'm sorry. I appreciate you giving me all your time. I want you guys to let me know, is this something I should be over the moon about? Because I am. I'm excited for it. But I'm definitely having a little bit of doubt, a little bit of second thoughts, and that's why I pushed up a little bit higher, because I'm like, if I'm doing this, I gotta really want it. Make me really want it for that kind of money. Make me really want it, because I already put the risk. I already had to sit on this stuff. I already felt like a big boob for buying all this sealed product. I already lost a bunch of opportunities that I could have had if I wasn't investing in sealed product. If I didn't have that money tied up in heavy boxes of cards. You don't even know if the chase card is in those cases. It most likely is, and that's the beauty. That's why you would want to keep it, because, hey, there could be gold in there. But you're not promised anything in this hobby, and I have learned it. I have learned some tough lessons about that. So for me, it makes more sense to, like, for once, take a huge gain on selling some sealed product. Especially with how fast things appreciated. Just doesn't seem sustainable to me. It's red flag. The alarm's going off. The clock's going off. Hey, sell, sell, sell. So these are all gut feelings and instincts that I have. This isn't based on based on the numbers in the market. We saw Umbreon VMAX fall. We also have seen a couple other started to fall. We got a couple Latios GXs that are not surpassing $4,000 yet. So I really think the market's taking a retrace. No, this has nothing to do with that. This is just a gut feeling. I feel like this is the right move to make. And I think a lot of you, especially with families, would agree that, like, dude, you have a family. There is no right move to make. The move is the one that takes care of your family the soonest. But you're also like, okay, well, if we can afford, if we don't have to have the money right now, we don't need to move immediately. But I don't know. I'm stressed out about it. What's worse is I thought that when I came to this final realization of what I was going to do and make the move, and guys, let me be clear, I want to make this move happen. But when I talked to Diana about it, Diana was conflicted too. She was like, well, are you sure you want to do this right now? Like, is this the move? And I'm like, no, I need you to be telling me, yes, you idiot, sell your cards and take the money. And even Diana sees the potential in everything that I've been building on and working on and doing, and sees that, you know what, Orion, 9 times out of 10, you do so much better on your own. And, for her to say that to me really meant a lot. It really just felt like she fully believes in, what I'm doing here. And, but I also want to prove to her that I mean what I said about this stuff. We were saving for a home, and during that time, I knew that I should not have been buying those cases. And I was like, nope, this is going to be a play. And I'll get to open stuff for free. But look where we are now. Things progressed a lot faster, and now I have this great opportunity, and I think I should just follow on what I said I was going to do initially, because we're not promised tomorrow, and we don't know what's going to happen with the economy or market in general, right? it's the what ifs, you know? What if could go up, but that's greed speaking. So anyways, all right, tune into the second part of this video where I'm super excited to be making a play like this and saying goodbye to the sealed collection. So you guys who are new to the channel, who haven't seen my sealed collection that's in the garage, it's very messy. Have fun. It's a great video. Peace, and thank you everybody for your support. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Oh, hello there. I almost forgot. We didn't talk about the alt arts, Orion. Okay, so let's take a look at these awesome alt arts that I got in. Oh, I actually have another. It's just like our old mail days. I'm going to go grab that one. But we've got a couple alt arts right here that are awesome. Let me grab that mail. All right, sorry guys. I keep messing up. Anyways, we got our other alt art here that I almost forgot. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy opened up. There it is. I was looking for the seal. Okay, yeah, that should open up real easy. Oh, I love these boxes. They open up super easy. All right, we've got our other alt art, another recent one that just came in. Can reuse all of this bubble. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, beautiful, awesome. All right, we got the Metacham from Evolving Skies. Okay, to finish our budget lineup. Most of these, I think, were the only budget ones that I got recently. Everything else starts to go up, tick up a little bit in price. But here we have $600 roughly of alt arts that I think were amazing plays. 600, you can barely even get one of the chase cards these days. I think for all these alt arts, right, that's an average of, there's 6 slabs, 600. I think 95 for that. 60 for that. That's 155. That's 130. This is tax all in, so that's 155. That's 285. The Urshifu was 60. That's 300, 345, I believe. Empoleon was 140. 345. 440, 485, and then Metacham was 50, I think, or 60. We'll just say 60, 485. So about 545, 50. And if we need to leave even more room, 600, somewhere around there with everything with taxes. Either way, about $100 a pop per alt art. And honestly, all solid alt arts. Hold on, let me close door. All right. All solid alt arts. Okay, so the Metacham, honestly, I didn't care for until recently. I started looking more closely to the artwork, and I looked at the Plusle and Minen in the background, and then the Cloister up top, and I was like, yeah, this art is like actually like oddly like really, really good. Like it's actually really good. And you know, this one actually shocks me a little bit with how cheap this one is. We're going to take this one out of the sleeve because I don't have graded guards for a lot of these. I usually put graded guards on all my slabs, but I don't have them for a lot of these. So I usually have the PSA sleeves, just the standard PSA sleeves. I think they look really nice on the slabs. But let's look at this Metacham. So I'm going to be buying all of the PSA 10 alt arts. Buying or grading, right? I really want to primarily grade everything, but these are just some budget cards that I'm not going to find right now locally in this condition to grade. And they're beautiful, right? So if we look at the Metacham, you can see Plusle up here and Minen in the background and Cloister up here, and it looks sick. It looks sick. They're all doing like their karate pose. It's honestly a sick card. And when you look at the texture and you bounce the different texture and the color off the light, this card actually like color-wise, the colors complement each other really, really nicely. And this is a gorgeous card. Beautiful card. So this is like a fun video because like anybody can buy these cards right now, even in this market. They're not crazy and they're beautiful. Now, granted, they're not exactly cheap. These cards were all like $10 alt arts, $20 alt arts at one point. So now they're 3, 4, 5 times that amount, right? So yes, they are expensive in terms of what they used to be relative, but there's less fresh copies of these cards hitting the market now than there used to be. So they are, and they're 4 years old, right? It says 2021. They're 4 years old. Give them a break. They've aged a bit now, so I think Sword and Shield can catch a break from all of us criticizing the potential growth that it should have. It's 4 years old. We're going to start seeing some growth. Sun and Moon is going. Sun and Moon is not stopping. I don't think Sun and Moon is going to stop. I'm actually becoming more bullish on Sun and Moon than ever. Other than the Latios, that's the only one that I feel like I can't be bullish on because I need to be bearish on it. Okay, next up, actually, I'm going to save these for last. These are freaking beautiful. I love these. Okay, let's go over this one. I should have gone over this one first. The Calyrex VMAX from Chilling Reign. Now, this card has some pink in it and some blue and kind of a purple hue to it in the middle here. This card's colors are insane, guys. $95 is what I got this one for, all in. The colors are absolutely magnificent. What I love about getting cheaper, budget-friendly PSA 10 alt arts or SIRs, you know what I love about that, guys? It's under $250, so it doesn't have to go through authentication, which takes forever. So it's nice to actually get these cards in hand. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I guess this video will be kind of like an intermission until we go into last night's video. That is just stunning. But yeah, Chilling Reign, honestly, when you think about it, has a ton of awesome chase cards in it. I'm not a huge fan of the Calyrex cards, but I think all the Calyrex cards are good value. That's the first one that I have right now. And I do have some of the Calyrex cards in the binders that I will be listing, and they will go up for sale. I don't know why I didn't consider just trying to grade those. I think it's because they're trainer galleries. So, and I should grade them anyways, just because they're trainer galleries. But I don't know. I might have to go through some of the binders that I haven't listed up on eBay yet, because I'm basically selling all my binders. And just go through those, because there might be some trainer galleries that I kind of brushed off that I definitely need to get graded. Anyways, next up in this list, for a whopping $60, but I'm sure you could probably get one for $50, the Regidrago V in a PSA 10. The Regidrago V is absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite things about some of these cards is that they tell a story about another card, right? So for the Regidrago, you've got the Lugia in the background over there. So this is the part of the day where it was nice out and Lugia was flying in the background, and you could see behind Regidrago. You could see what Lugia was doing back there. Then later that night, Lugia is flying into a dark storm, and that is where we get the big chase alt art Lugia in the stormy night alt art. That's a crazy looking card, but I think that this card, this isn't a huge chase for me, but honestly, the texture is beautiful on it, and obviously not as nice as Japanese, but it's just as cool. Not quite, but anyways. But you see that Lugia in the background. I kind of felt this was an important card to have for those two cards to be kind of close to each other. Okay, next up, this card is a super girly card, but it's beautiful. The Calyrex was kind of girly too, but I'm kind of just dude, any alt art that's a budget like that, it's just all kind of the part of the journey. That's value right there. And I can always let go of some of the cheaper alt arts at some point, but it just feels like a value move. It's super easy to get rid of slabs. Everybody wants PSA 10s. Okay. From Chilling Reign, again, another huge underrated card that I feel like nobody really cares about. The Rapidash V alt art. The Unicorn Rapidash. Dude, this thing, honestly, absolutely fire. And I bought this to be safe because I think it is going to go up a lot in value. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is an absolutely beautiful card. In fact, yeah, I'm not going to take it out of the PSA sleeve, but the texture, when you're looking at this card, as you shift the texture, the horn on Rapidash actually lights up. The way you move the hollow, I'm going to see if I can replicate it. The way you move the hollow lights up that horn, and it just looks awesome. Even with the sleeve, y'all probably can understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is honestly a badass card. I love this card. This card's sick. I'm definitely with it. But yeah, that I think is a value. Anywhere below 150 right now, I think is a really good value. Okay, this one I just genuinely really like this one, and for the price point, I think it's stupid that this card is so cheap right now. The Rapid Strike Urshifu V. This card has gorgeous colors. Not only does it have gorgeous colors with the hue of like purple and pink in there and green, but it also has that awesome background. Urshifu is a fighting type Pokemon that has this dark black, like dark type silhouette to him. Like, I don't know. I just think Urshifu is super underrated, really, really cool. And again, another reason why I think Battle Styles deserves a lot more credit than it was ever given. You've got the Urshifus. I still need the Urshifu VMAX with the water. That one's sick. I do need that Urshifu VMAX still. But this one, the Vs, a lot of the Vs are sick, guys. For $60, can you really lose here? This card is beautiful. Okay, last but not least, one of my favorite cards that I just got in, also a Battle Styles card. And I actually kind of like this card a lot more than the Tyranitar, and yet the market disagrees. And so this card, if I find this card, if I can get them for reasonable prices below what I paid for this first one, and it just helps me cost average, and I find other copies, I will be buying. I will be buying any alt art that I can get in cheaper than I've got in now. The fun part about singles is that they're constantly coming to the market, and so you can definitely stock up on singles and make plays later on that are especially budget friendly and don't take up a lot of storage space or are a pain to ship back out. Another big plus with singles and why I'm moving towards that. But without further ado, the last card in this cool lineup of budget-friendly cards, the Empoleon V, guys. This card is absolutely epic. It is beautiful. The texture on it is awesome. In my opinion, this card was kind of like, this was them kind of leaving Sun and Moon era and, you know, the tag team style cards, because you've got Phalanx on there and you've got Mean Foo in the background, or whatever that guy's name is. I forget that guy's name. He's too new for me. I'm a boomer. But dude, I think that the Phalanx and the Empoleon really complement each other really well. And I feel like this card was actually meant to be like one of the final tag team cards in a way. Like this card just looks like the Pokemon are definitely working in cohesion with one another. But anyways, this card is absolutely beautiful. A lot of these, I wasn't just going for price. I think all of them, I tried to make sure, like, now that I'm grading, to have respect for the process. And a lot of them pretty much have perfect centering. The Regidrago is a little off, but that one's super clean on the back. Yeah, but all of them have good centering. And the Medicham could have been better. Could have been a little bit better. But you can see, this was a 65 cert. So you can see they got away with the thinner centering. That one, they got lucky on that 10, I think. But a lot of people think that PSA doesn't take it seriously anyways, but I think they do. I feel like I have pretty consistent cards coming back from grading. Anyways, one more thing, guys, and then I'll let you get to the next part of the video where I rant about how excited I was last night. What was the next thing? Something very big is coming in the mail tomorrow. I'm very excited, guys. I have the biggest card that I've picked up in a long time coming in the mail. We're very, very excited about it. I cannot wait to share that with you guys. It is going to be absolutely outrageous. It is going to be epic for me personally, right? There's so many other people that have been in this hobby for way longer. Okay, we are back. My phone died on me. That's how excited I was about making this video. I didn't even realize my phone was basically dead. Anyways, as I was saying, there are so many. I'm really, really excited about this card that's coming in. And there are so many other people out there that would probably be like, oh, like I got that card such a long time ago. But for me, and I think most people are still going to think this card's insane. But for me, this card is insane. I'm really excited about it. And I'm excited to share that with you guys tomorrow. Anyways, to the next part of the video. I just make videos to mess them up, basically. Peace out, guys. Tonight is a tough night. It is the last time I will be looking at all of these cases. I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to take the deal. They're basically offering me 92% market for all of my Scarlet Violet. Now I still have, there's 47 cases total. Yeah, I believe 47 cases total. Anyways, 40 something. There's 40 something cases total. I can't count. I'll still have a little less than half Sword and Shield sealed cases. So this is only my Scarlet and Violet. But I have talked about it so much that we want to buy another house. And just being financially in a better position, that was one of the reasons I bought a lot of the sealed product, was to see if you could actually win doing that. And while you can, it's not going to make you a millionaire, but it can supplement your income, right? Unless you're doing Whatnot or Pack Breaks or whatever, I have a full-time job. I run a bar business here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Scarlet on 22nd. I work my ass off to make that bar work, but it's only part of the equation. My Pokemon collecting, selling, investing is another part of it. And while I like to take a step back from investing talk about sealed product, I do think that there are still opportunities and examples that can work. But right now in this environment, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? It's hard to imagine that there will come a time where you can find cases for $600, buy them, and flip them in 2 years for 100% profit. Cash. I'm in a unique situation where the shop is willing to cash me out. How big is their budget? How long are they going to have a budget like that? Is it going to be forever that big of a budget? We don't know any of these things, and we're not promised tomorrow. You're literally not promised tomorrow. So we are just going to say goodbye to all these cases. I don't know what else to say, really. I just thought, you know what? Like in my gut, I can feel that I'm about to sell all these cases. And I'm definitely sentimental. We could open a lot of this stuff for live streams. We could have a lot of fun with this stuff. I could pull incredible cards out of these cases. But it's all chance. It's all gamble. There's no guarantee you're even going to get PSA 10 worthy cards. And we want to move. And it just takes a lot of liability out of the equation when I don't have all this stuff weighing me down, quite literally. Now, stuff like Evolving Skies. Let's see. Where is the Evolving Skies? Let's see if I can even find the Evolving Skies in here. Battle Styles, Silver Tempest. Lost Origin, Evolving Skies. All right, so stuff like this. Evolving Skies case. Silver Tempest, Lost Origin. Brilliant Stars. More Lost Origin. I still have all of those. And then, of course, we have a crap ton of Battle Styles still. But I still am going to keep those for now, but I'll be offloading those too, right? Because I wanted to get one big check. I was hoping that I could get a check for around 60, 70,000. The fact that I'm even getting paid or might get paid, because I haven't officially taken the deal yet. I haven't responded yet, but it's a really good offer, and I respect the heck out of them for making me an offer so strong off the bat. I don't know why they made an offer so strong off the bat. To be honest with you guys, I don't know. Like some people might be like, Orion, like you should try and get market. You should try and sell on your own. I've done the math a bajillion times. I'm not going to get more than this deal if I sell on eBay, unless I send it to like Z&G. And even then, it's like a hairline of more money rather than selling all this stuff for cash. I know you guys, a lot of you, probably respect the heck out of me as a collector. A lot of you have stressed that over the years, and this is a moment that I'm not exactly proud of, right? This is the long game. This is like a 10-year, 20-year game. This is not like a 2-year game. But when you're up 100% in 2 years, stop being greedy. Take the money and run. I have a great income. I have a beautiful family, and I have to provide for them. And this house, I love it. I have a lot of great memories in this house, but this house is really small. And while we have an awesome renovated garage, this garage makes this, peep the whips real quick, guys. I also Really would like to do more car content, but like, peep the whips. Okay, but really, that's the other thing. Not that I'm going to spend the money on a car, but really want a newer M3, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, guys. So stay tuned, because in the near future, you are definitely going to hear more from me and about our next home, because now we're really going to have everything up front to make a down payment on a house. I don't want to do anything rash, but yeah, these are all the things going through my mind, guys. This is a huge deal for me. It might not be for some people, but whether you believe it or not, I'm a super average collector, but I put my heart and soul into buying products and sitting on them while I was chasing some of my collection dreams. Don't mind all of the crap we also have in here. This garage, that's the other thing. We have a ton of clutter in the garage. So just like baby stuff, so many baby clothes and toys. Any of you young parents out there know how that goes. You just like, you buy all this stuff and then like it just gets basically thrown out, but we have it in the garage. But yeah, I'm not sure fully what I'm going to do with the rest of the stuff. But one thing is for certain, guys, I'm not selling my Grail cards. Even though I told Diana the same thing about my Grail cards. If someday the market was going so insane and someone was willing to cash me out on all that stuff, this stuff is not worth more than the well-being of my family and being financially well off and not having to worry anymore about anything. And while it doesn't make me not worry anymore about anything, the supplement of this money coming in with my income now would definitely put me on track. And I'll still have all the Sword and Shield stuff. I still am collecting all my modern alt arts. I'm still going after that. Furthermore, if I'm collecting all of my modern alt arts, then I don't really need the booster boxes, right? My favorite thing about it is the cards themselves. So I'll have those slabs in my collection, and then this will be the investment part of it. So yes, investing in sealed product can work. Do you really want to do this though? I don't know. If I could do it again, I don't know if I would have done it again. Yes, I'm making 100%. It only took 2 years or a year and a half or however long. Yeah, something like that. There are so many other plays that I could have made though. There's so much opportunity that I missed because I believed in this. This worked out. And it didn't take me a lot of work, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have a shop, if you don't have a way to quickly get all this stuff off locally, right? I'm in a very unique situation where the shop needs products, they're renovating. I overheard that they bought a $100,000 collection and paid 90%. I was very intrigued. I was like, hey, that doesn't even look like it's $90,000 worth of stuff that they have in the shop right now. What if they bought my stuff? I have well worth more than that in my sealed collection and a lot of the extra slabs that I'm sitting on that I just graded. Speaking of grading, my second submission will be coming back. I don't know if I'll mention it in the next video, but my second submission is already, it's going into assembly. So they are assembling the slabs with the grades. Hopefully I don't get wrecked. So far, so good. We've been doing really good on these submissions, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I wanted to keep you guys updated on this and kind of have a record that, like, man, even though I sold a lot of it, there was a time where I was like really stacking up and kind of doing the deal, you know, practicing what I preach. And I did it, guys, but 100% return, get this stuff gone. Less stuff for me to deal with, less headache, less potential liability for me if the market does tank, which, let me just be frank, guys. Let me just be frank real quick. I don't think that the market is going to tank. I really don't see it. I think that I'm going to sell here, and a lot of this stuff is going to end up continuing to rise in value. I honestly believe that the shop is somehow going to win in this deal. But I'm in a position that I need the money way more than I need the cards. And I've already been sitting on it a while, and I've missed a lot of opportunities. And just like everything is about to be different moving forward for us, because this is a big play, and I'm still going to have a lot of stuff to sell. And I've got big PSA submissions coming back. And I really didn't want to sell this stuff online because it's heavy. It's a pain in the ass to ship this stuff, guys. So all that taken into account, I hope you guys are rooting for me to do this. I hope you guys aren't thinking that like, oh, Ryan's a sellout. He sold all of his stuff early. He's taking the money and running. Let's be real, guys. You would take the money and run too, especially if you had a little girl and a newborn baby boy to provide for. And we're a single income family. I do this all by myself. No one is helping me. So, you know, you have to make those tough decisions as a man, and as a family man, especially. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have some fun stuff coming in the mail still. Trust me, you guys know how I do. I am a degenerate, okay? We're going to have some fun stuff coming in the mail. But equally, I have to be responsible. I messaged the Discord. I messaged a lot of my closest friends. I was like, what do I do here? This seems like it's a no-brainer deal. Do I take it? Do I wait a while? The mass consensus, and this will be interesting to see how this YouTube video goes. If you guys, a lot of you, I feel like are going to say to hold on to it. And I think a lot of you are right for saying that. But a lot of you need to understand that I've already sat on it for over a year. The gains are unprecedented right now. And it pays to not be super greedy, right? It's good to be patient, but if there's even a 20 or 30% retrace at all, and I have a chance to buy some of these cases again because the market gets flooded with reprints, if that happens, and I don't think that it's going to happen, but if, it's a tiny chance, if it happens, I'm going to have zero regrets, guys. So I think with just the chance that there could be a big reprint and a lot of this stuff could be available again in the near future, it's worth it for me to get rid of it now. And I've thought so many different scenarios like Collecticon, Facebook Marketplace, maybe I find people to reach out, and every single one of them ends up with me getting robbed or shot. So I feel like it's just not a good idea to deal with just anybody with this stuff. And right, Collecticon vendors, I trust those guys, right? But at the same time, a lot of those guys are traveling into town, and a lot of them are not going to want to like detour from the hotel and all the plays that they're making and their stuff to come over here and haul away a bunch of sealed product. Now, what I am planning on doing, and I'm going to say this last bit, I'm going to let you guys go, and I might even be redundant in the video because this is going to be like kind of a two-part. It's going to be like partially me talking about the sealed product, and then it's also me having a sit down with you guys tomorrow because I need to think about all this stuff through. I'm trying to capture everything in this moment because it's super special to me and I'm super, super excited. I got butterflies right now and chills. Like, it reminds me of my first Collecticon. Honestly, both of my Collecticons. Y'all saw me hustle my tail off at both Collecticons. I walked out with 10 grand both of those times. I think the first one I walked out with like 13 or 14 grand plus I walked out with Grail cards. The second time I didn't walk out with anything. I just sold stuff, which kind of sucked. I was trying to get the Blaziken VMAX, and look at me now. I'm paying twice as much for it. Yeah, I'm really excited for the future, guys. And I was saying, let me just say one more thing. Oh, the Sword and Shield. The Sword and Shield, I think what I'm going to do with my Sword and Shield product is I'm going to put a couple things probably up on eBay here shortly. I keep holding off on it because I feel like Sword and Shield still has a lot of growing to do. And I'm glad that they didn't want that they wanted the Scarlet and Violet, which makes sense. Why would they buy sets that are already been priced in with the market, right? They want to buy stuff that might have a lot more potential room to run. But a lot of these boxes, $220 a box, I mean, yeah, it might run to $300, but it's not worth it to me to resell and wait another couple months. It's just not. That money in my bank account is going to generate guaranteed interest every single month. And I'm still going to be flipping slabs and stuff. But yeah, this Sword and Shield, I keep going off on tangents, guys. I'm sorry. I'm super ADD, but you guys already know that about me. I like filming in here though. Honestly, I should make this another area to do videos in. The audio is kind of weird in here though. But I like being in the garage. You know, I like being in a separate area of the house. It's kind of enjoyable. But I want to sell all the Sword and Shield stuff to people at Collecticon. I want to take that and haul that around to the vendors, even though I don't even think they're going to match that kind of offer, right? They're not going to give me 90%. They're just not. We'll see. I'll try. We'll see if I can get some stuff off at Collecticon. But if not, there's always eBay. And then there's always the chance that this shop, they don't want my Sword and Shield now, but if they end up successfully selling all the Scarlet Violet stuff that I'm about to give them, I told them, like, hey, I'm not going anywhere. If y'all want to buy out my Sword and Shield, go for it, right? But I trust them. They're a shop. They have the funds to do it. I don't know how long they're going to have the funds to do it, but I just really wanted to share that with you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching all my stuff and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Everything has been working up to this point, right? This is a very, very important point to me. We still have some huge stuff coming, guys. Some huge stuff coming. Like, I have the biggest cross grade that I've ever made in my life, a Gold Star Rayquaza that we're trying to cross over to a PSA 9. That's going on. I have a huge submission that's going to be on its way back soon. I have another big submission that's about to go out. And I have a huge, huge, huge card on the way that will arrive here on Thursday, and I'm so pumped about it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I've been ranting on too long. Thank you guys, thank you. In other news, guys, we are starting to get some snowfall here in Charlotte. I don't know if you guys are gonna see the snowflakes behind me, but it's pretty awesome. We don't get snow a whole lot here. Aspen, I think, is excited. Aspen, excited for the snow?
I'm excited for the snow.
You heard it here. We are excited to the snow. Yes, but yeah, we're starting to get some snow here. It's exciting. Diana's really excited. Honestly, I'm excited. It's my night off, and we have a live stream tonight. Hopefully the snow doesn't get too bad, but yeah, it's exciting. It's snowing! It never snows in Charlotte. Anyways, it's not a big deal if it snows where you live, but it never snows here. So it is a big deal. Anyways, peace.